You're good because otherwise we can't get this screen to work.
Why?
Because we have to rewire the entire system.
Okay.
And we would like to actually start what we're supposed to.
Use the Sonic.
I'm just being a prima donna right now because I'm not starting without my water. I want my water taken directly from a spring in the highest mountains of Kilimanjaro. Let's try to not put the blue light directly into their fat face. That would not be comfortable. And actually, if there's any way, if you want, we can try to adjust it because that screen's not going to work. You sure? Okay. And after you have retrieved the water from Kilimanjaro, you must then create a fine-crafted wooden casket to hold the water.
What do you want next? Gold-plated water?
As it happens, yes.
Consider it done!
I did not catch that, but I'm sure it was a reaffirmation of my skill. My plan is great. Oh, Harvest. Yeah, I hear that that his stuff was finally resolved in like Legion Lost and Superboy, and it still makes no sense. What a shocker! What was that? He's evil Booster Gold. We have good Booster Gold back.
Hey, Robin, what's up?
I like good Booster Gold. Then he brought Jonah Hex into the future for some reason.
Well, Jonah Hex is racist.
Well, Jonah Hex is awesome. He's not racist. He doesn't care. He just likes shooting people. He's a sociopath, yeah. And really, isn't being a sociopath really better than a racist? The answer, of course, is no. They're both horrible.
Well played, sir. Well played.
Alright, we got 1 minute to start here. I'm really hoping to get the water soon because my voice is starting to crack a little bit. So I think we're ready to begin here.
I don't know, Lewis. I don't think you're quite excited enough.
I think here's why you're right. Are you ready? Should not be as energized this time of night. At him. Hello and welcome to Midnight of Atop the Fourth Wall Live! You can probably guess the reason why I named it that.
You don't say.
If this is your first time seeing Atop the Fourth Wall, either in live or recorded form, well then you are probably drunk or high, because I can see no other reason why you decided to find out what the hell it's all about at this time of night. As you can see, I am reading from a script, so I apologize if I stutter, slur my words, or screw up a joke because I didn't practice this beforehand. And I know that a lot of you can get excited and want to throw out your own riffs and jokes, but just remember, I am recording this. So you can throw out your own commentary, but if you're not funny, then you're being not funny in front of thousands of people.
You hear it?
So, we're at MagFest again, and you know what that means. Video games! Yeah! And for those of you in the audience old enough to remember, I want you to think back to an early time in video game history. Arcades were still prominent, Atari 2600 games were still viable, and a certain magazine was the best place to go for the most powerful video game insights.
Uh-oh.
Yes, today's comic does have to do with Nintendo, and comes from that powerful magazine. Yes, that's right, this comic comes from Blip magazine. Blip, before we was intended for little kids, which is funny considering so much of it is text and very light on pictures. That being said, it had itself a comic strip that we'll be talking about today. But first, the cover, which really sells us on wanting to read about video games. Why, there's TV star Matthew Liberto. I'm sure everyone in this room are huge fans of Little House on the Prairie. And what a great photo of him, too. He looks so happy to be suddenly photographed while he's trying to concentrate on Galaga. So here's our Nintendo connection. It's a Mario comic. Well, a Donkey Kong comic, but hey, it's still Mario. We open with a reporter seeking out Mario at a construction site. This is your in-depth reporter, Vic Video here. You know it's the 80s because Vic is wearing that outfit and not being laughed at by the cameraman. Here with Mario the Carpenter. Well, now we know why he became a plumber. The Super Mario Bros. Super Show theme song would sound much weirder if they said hooked on the Carpenters. He says they're on the set of Donkey Kong and promptly shoves his microphone into Mario, making him spill his drink right into his face. Ah, Vic, Geraldo would be proud of your journalistic talent. How does it feel to be the world's leading tower climber and damsel rescuer? It's great, but the IRS are assholes about the tax rate in it.
Like that with everyone.
And being such a great reporter, he doesn't actually let Mario answer before he asks the next question. Or is there a different sort of man behind that powerful public facade? Which is the real Mario the Carpenter? I've heard you like to dress up in raccoon and cat costumes. Will you confirm or deny these rumors? Before Mario can answer this time, they're interrupted by Donkey Kong showing up to kidnap another woman and climb up some steel girders. And hopefully in 25 years, we'll get some awesome father drawing a version of the story where it's Mario who's taken and she has to rescue him. The notorious Donkey Kong has struck again, carrying the fair damsel to the top of the construction site. We'll be back with Mario's daring rescue right after this commercial break. Typical Blip, putting in mid-rolls, I see. And what's the commercial for? Why, it's Mario smashing a barrel with a hammer. So Mario is sponsoring his own TV interview? You'd think Vic would be a lot nicer to him as a result. Don't smash barrels with just any hammer. Use new Tough as Nails brand hammers. How tough can they really be if they only last for like 10 seconds? We return from the commercial to see Mario climbing up a ladder. With Vic and his camera crew, I guess, just kind of floating in space next to him. I've seen the ape, Mario, but where's the donkey? What are you trying to hide here?
Monkeys aren't donkeys.
Ah, that's our Vic, always asking the tough questions that nobody else dares to ask. The name just means he isn't very bright. That's very racist of you, Mario. Donkey Kong is plenty intelligent. See, he wears a tie and everything. And despite being told of the danger, Vic is still following after Mario. So tell me, Mario, what's in this for you? Me? Is it the danger? The thrill of the hunt? The girl? A lawsuit, most likely. I read on Wikipedia that Donkey Kong is actually his pet gorilla that he mistreats.
Oh.
He's just trying to silence the thing before it lets everyone know what a horrible, abusive owner he is.
Whoa, that's dark.
Mario says he doesn't even know the girl, which does break the canon that I read on Wikipedia, the most accurate information source, naturally, that she's his girlfriend. Something tells me he will be sleeping on the couch tonight. And just to help out with that aforementioned danger thing, Donkey Kong lets out 2 barrels at once that Vic manages to leap over with Mario, but the rest of the camera crew do not appear to be so lucky. Poor Richard Pryor there appears to have let go of the ladder. joke. But Vic has no time for that, continuing his interview. Back to you, Mario. The girl means nothing to you? Then why do you risk your life and limb for her? Why has Donkey Kong got her in the first place? You should have got to lots of dumb questions, you know. If this was a movie, Vic Video would be played by William Atherton. If you don't know that name by heart, which you should, just be reassured, my friends. It's true, that man has no dick. Donkey Kong is just standing there pissed off, though considering the direction he's looking, I'd say he's more offended by Vic's suit than he is by Mario's presence. The woman runs over to Mario, who, being stronger than he looks thanks to all those mushrooms, sweeps her off her feet. Vic, ever the cockblock, tries to continue interviewing despite this development. If we could ask you some questions, miss? Here's a starting question. How do you walk in those heels? They're like completely vertical. Hell, it kind of looks like the backs of her feet are being pushed out by them.
Ow.
Donkey Kong, who probably had a bad experience with the paparazzi, swings down and grabs Vic right out of there. A rare opportunity to speak to an enigmatic figure. Vic Video here with an exclusive. Donkey Kong himself! Vic, your cameraman's a pancake right now. I think you want to wait until they send out a new one for you. But no, he just keeps asking on. Also, his microphone suddenly has a wire attached to it. And considering the wire is attached to nothing, I really doubt any of this is getting sent out. In fact, I'm beginning to suspect that Vic isn't even a real reporter. He's just a crazy person who stole the microphone away from the actual reporter and just wanted to get on TV. Mr. Donkey, excuse me, Vic, that's Mr. Kong. Show a little respect here, man. Here's some question about your intelligence. Do you feel that mistaking me for the damsel reinforces your reputation for stupidity? I don't know, you're insulting the 900-pound giant gorilla right to his face. I think you're building your reputation for stupidity. And indeed, Donkey Kong tosses him over the edge. And nothing of value was lost.
Seriously?
Unfortunately, Mario decides to try to rescue Vic by leaping off the building after him. Mario, man, it's not worth it. The next reporter for the news show will probably make it a better show to sponsor anyway. But no, it seems Mario has activated a cheat code or something because he's able to catch Vic and run on air back to the construction beam. Mario, would you mind telling us how you did that? You just have to believe in yourself, that's all. So the key to anti-gravity is self-esteem? Just believe in yourself. Simple wisdom from an uncomplicated man. No wonder he is such a great American.
Well, technically, he is from Brooklyn.
Yeah, that just happened. And in the background, we see Kong taking the unnamed woman yet again. Dude is really keeping himself busy today. Time for some moving platform hopping while the interview continues at this construction site. Mario, where did you get your experience fighting apes at construction sites? Well, it was back in Japan. Ah, so Mario used to work on Super Sentai. That makes sense. Donkey Kong started there. Is that where you and he first met? Yes, it is. You know, back when I was called Jumpman, I changed my name when I immigrated.
That's terrible.
True American.
I didn't catch that.
A true American.
And did he climb up beams with damsels there too? Yes, he did. It was during an experiment to breed a gorilla who could do construction work.
What?
Wait a second. Donkey Kong is actually some kind of genetically enhanced super gorilla?
Oh,
that is awesome!
Brute force.
Why the hell did we ever get that video game?
Mario's a breeder?
Austin Trent
Oh!
was weirder than I remember.
He was breeding Donkey Kong?
No, it's breeding chimchars.
Now we know where timber came from.
I get it. So remember that. People interrupt.
Wasn't me.
You're overdone with it!
My show is ruined.
That show was ruined.
Thanks, Obama.
High five.
Mario manages to reach the damsel yet again, but Donkey Kong yanks her away to swing even higher still. Why does he keep grabbing damsels then? Well, they remind him of the mother he never knew.
Oh!
Okay. Now I see why that video game never gets made. Donkey Kong, you've got issues, man. DK! Big? Yes. Baby? Sunglasses turning into zigzags? Definitely. Time for another commercial break. Once again for the hammer. Is your hammer scoring points with you? The hammer does not mean his penis. Switch to Tough as Nails hammer. Tough as Nails beats the tar out of cement. Available wherever fine hammers are sold.
Mario's in cement.
What was a mixture?
It's like, it's rocks.
Semantics!
What was a cement?
Get out!
I'm not continuing.
Good job breaking
I kid
it.
because I love it.
You have a heart?
Oh! Shots fired!
I keep it in a jar on my desk. Actually, that's not going to say no. This is gonna. I wonder if I'm gonna have to highly edit this.
No.
And now Vic and Mario are on assembly line treadmills. The hell kind of construction site is this? Also, Donkey Kong can shoot fireballs. I know that happens in the game, but I'm not sure how he's doing this in the context of the comic. Maybe the genetic modifications gave him the ability to breathe fire? Oh yeah, the chimchar! No! Lost my place again. Anyway, Vic asks Mario why he's telling him all this, and he explains that he feels sorry for Donkey Kong. Sorry for your worst enemy? Ooh, huge slam to Bowser.
Oh!
Although not a huge slam to Tanga, who, if you'll recall my video last week, still needs to prove that he's capable of even conquering a Hardee's. Why do you battle him then? Oh, nothing there.
Loading.
Yeah,
Loading.
I thought I had to go there. I didn't.
Buffering.
God damn it, Blip!
God damn it, Blip.
Hold on, if Roman food is a result of genetics, what does that make Bowser? Is he also a result of breeding and
Well, we don't necessarily need he is. He's a dragon. The dragon just exists. Wait. He's charming.
He's a shiny.
Getting a hold of a hammer, Mario is able to smash a fireball. I see myself as the only man with training to know how to handle the situation, Dick. Given the power of the hammer in Super Smash Brothers, I'm guessing there are a few others who could probably handle it too, dude. Is that your message? That you strive against all odds in a battle that never seems to end, simply because you must? Well, let's be fair here, Vic. There's an ending. Level 22 of Donkey Kong, the kill screen.
Oh. I get it.
Actually, the message I'd really like to get across is this. Scratch him behind the ears. That's all he really wants.
What?
I'm learning a lot about Donkey Kong today that I really didn't want to know. I hear if you score 2 million points in Donkey Kong, you get the secret ending where he goes for a sandwich instead of Pauline. Vic is also looking really roughed up, despite him looking just fine a few panels ago. What the hell happened when he first climbed up here? Did he try to scratch behind Kong's ear and Kong just pulled a Hulk and Loki on him? Beauty reporter. Vic's final question is asking how the hell they get down from there. Mario seems confused by the concept of down. I am confused by the concept of this construction site, seeing as it seems to be made of big rectangles without any other distinguishing features to them.
Now he's opening his phone.
And so our comic ends with Vic signing off while Donkey Kong and the unnamed lady take a nap in his arms. There were even hearts around Donkey Kong's head. You know, it's a strange marriage to me, but those kids managed to make it work. Of course, we all know how this story ends. Of course, we all know this story ends badly for them, since Junior has to show up sometime to rescue his dad from Mario. Or are they both his dad? Anyway, this comic strip is okay if a little short. It's a cute little story back in the days when video games were really damn simple. No 3D graphics, no bump maps, no rechargeable health, no first-person shooters. Just a dude with a mustache trying to save the lady he loves from a genetically engineered gorilla. That's all I got, so thank you, everybody! Alright, you shoot your hand shot up.
Okay, so, sorry. Yesterday when I was talking to you, you told me that Margaret in the Guns and Sorcery finale was kind of an impromptu thing. So I was wondering, did that just kind of come about randomly, or was the finale different before you asked her if she could be in it, or?
The Gun and Sorcery arc actually underwent the most changes from original conception to the actual ending product, and all for the better. I think originally the very first concept for it came around as kind of the magic gun was jealous of the Arsenal of Freedom, which was just stupid, and I blame myself. I have stupid ideas too. Usually I'm very good about stopping them before they happen. Oh, by the way, everyone, you should come to the Channel Awesome meet and greet tomorrow at 10 a.m. because I will be selling things. I have DVDs, badges, and prints. Beyond that, other things that changed. The Holokara stuff wasn't originally supposed to be there. That was a late minute addition because I realized that people are gonna. I can't just have them come back and everything's all hunky dory. I need to have like some dramatic tension that'll ramp up and get people excited about his return. So I added the idea of Holokara going crazy based on his own personality, and I added Margaret the last second because I realized, well, we have kind of two parallel stories going on with the Gunslinger arc, which was the Gunslinger himself attacking and Linkara's journey to learn more about magic. So I wanted to tie it all back together again, and the best way to do that would be to have Margaret actually in there, and reminding the people that they stand united now. Let's get one or two more questions, and then we'll go to youth back cosplayer. Yep.
I'm working on arrangements of your theme song. Can I get a copy of the sheet music from anyone?
I do not have a copy of sheet music. What you should do is contact Vincent E.L., the original writer of the song and composer and singer of the song. He is on Twitter. He is on YouTube. He's actually, what the really funny thing about Vincent is? He's actually a rapper. I think he got annoyed when I commissioned him to do the Ballad of Linkara, and it wasn't a rap. I'll get one more in here from this side. We've got so many. You're like shaking, USA guy.
Yes, Linkara, we know I got two questions, but we know your feelings about heroes fighting heroes, so I wanted to know what your thoughts are on Injustice, the video game from PC.
Never played it.
Okay. Also, we've seen reviews done by 90s Kid, Harvey Finevoice, Iron Liz. We see one done by Future Kara.
My dad said you did. My dad is always bugging me to put Future Linkara Linkara does. I have no immediate plans for it. The thing about that, though, I would actually not be against that idea. Part of the problem, though, is that my dad, of course, does not regularly put out a weekly video every single week, so he does not have the same kind of, my own speaking cadence and, mannerisms down and whatnot, and he's not used to trying to do the same kind of jokes that I would do. Plus, he would probably, spend half the time questioning what the hell is this reference? I don't know what that is. I love my dad, and we love doing Future Linkara. Maybe in the future. I'm not gonna say no to that. Though I don't have any immediate plans. How are we doing outside? 'Cause I'm sure people are lining up for the next thing. 101. We okay?
101.
Okay, one last question. Let's make it a good one before we pack up here. Besides, I'm sure some people want to get some sleep before the meet and greet tomorrow morning.
What's that?
Alright, I gotta do it. Snowflake!
Snowflake! Snowflake! Snowflake! Snowflake!
Snowflake's supply of cocaine is running low. Where will Snowflake get to do more PSAs so he can get more cocaine?
I think any future PSA hell, once I do, I'm probably gonna, not one, but PSA hell episode, I'm probably gonna have a Snowflake PSA at the end. Although, here's the thing, Will came up with all the Snowflake PSAs. I loved them, they were so great. And of course, we came, and originally I think the very last one, which was the best one, where he made the sandwich. That one I think was originally, was supposed to immediately cut away to him. What has Snowflake done? I added in all the trippy stuff in the 2001 imagery and him playing chess with Bear. And pay attention to the chessboard, Bear is winning. I think originally also I put in a stock image of Alan Moore and Bananas. I think I was going to put in an image of Jade Yuki from Yu-Gi-Oh! GX there too. I didn't end up because I just didn't go with the flow of it. But I like Jaden actually. But yeah, we'll do more Snowflake PSAs in the future. So thank you everybody. I'm so glad you came out here and asked me any more questions you have tomorrow at the meet and greet. And thanks for coming out here and supporting live channels at midnight.